about Kobe, I think it's difficult to make the argument on the one hand that he had to put up with all this stuff, and on the other look at this great Lakers franchise because Dr. Buss was around for the second three-peat. They were still intact. After the late great Dr. Jerry Buss, greatest owner in the history of American team sports by far, as I'm concerned, passed, then everything fell apart. But even in his decline, when they gave Kobe that contract extension, if you want to point to the problem with the Lakers, that was the day it really fell apart.
What?
Because Kobe was coming off.
What day did it really fall
when they
apart?
gave Kobe his contract extension.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
You think that's the day it fell apart?
Of course.
So you don't think the day it fell apart was when they decided to let Jim Buss run basketball operations?
That's a separate point.
Hold on, it's not separate. It's not separate. No, it's not. It's
Why?
not
Because
separate
Jim
at all.
Buss gave him the
Because
contract.
Jim Buss is a joke. That's why.
Jim Buss gave him the contract.
Jim Buss is a joke. Okay? And by the way, unlike you, I have no problem being a bad guy in that regard. Okay? You're nicer than me.
You're being a bad guy by going after Jim Buss. I'm going after Kobe.
Jim Buss is a joke.
Okay, hold on.
He has no, but that was the day that the Lakers have started going down.
Kobe Bryant was coming off a catastrophic injury. They were out of that contract. He had not shown his ability to even get back on the court. They gave him at that moment, before he showed the ability to even play again, a 2-year extension, the richest contract per year in the league. And as soon as he got back on the court, what happened? He got hurt again. He couldn't play. So while you're complaining that he couldn't play, they didn't have to extend him at the end of the deal.
You say that, but my point to you is this. You're implying that they didn't have any money to go out there and get anybody else. They
made it more difficult because they gave the money to Kobe.
I'm sorry. A debate, Max. You got to let me make my point before you argue it. That's it. Oh, trust me. You put me to shame. Trust me on this. Here's the deal. Kobe Bryant, regardless of the money that the Los Angeles Lakers paid him, they had enough money at least twice to go out there and get another marquee player. They couldn't do it because you have a dysfunctional organization.
That gives Kobe Bryant a max deal when he can't play anymore. That's why they couldn't do it.
Excuse me.
That was the #1 indication of their dysfunction.
Well, listen, you could say that, but I would say to you, you're going to bet against Kobe Bryant at that time?
Look what happened.
At that time. Wait a minute. You can't say, look what happened.
Well, at the time, yes, at the time.
Listen, at the time, Kobe Bryant had never really been injured in his career.
It was an Achilles. He was 34 years old.
It doesn't matter. The bottom line is this. Kobe Bryant had never been injured in his career. He was 34 years old, fresh off of averaging 27. 27. Even if there was some level of dissipation, he was still good for 20 to 25 because he's Kobe. Well, again, you don't know that. So at this juncture, considering how he had to carry the organization on his back because they didn't know what the hell they were doing, you trying to tell me you don't pay him?
Yes, you
don't pay him?
Yes, you can't call them.
That's ridiculous.
You can't call them dysfunctional on the one hand and then point to a dysfunctional contract and say, but that's not part of the problem. That was the prime.
I can, and I just did.
Well, you're right.